I hope you guys aren't sick of me because I'm still here.
Literally can't get rid of him.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Spud4343, and so basically, the name of this hack is Supercontinent World, and it's yet another morsel hack, but this one is very, very different in design. It's going to be basically all vanilla design rather than the hardcore chocolate craziness that y'all have witnessed before. I've got for me doing some commentary is Thirdwall. He is the only other person who's speedrun this game, and very talented speedrunner. I'm aware everybody here knows him. Y'all have been listening to him for a few hours already. But yeah, I do want to give a big shout out to LinkDeadX2, whose inspiration is the reason that this hack exists. It's basically a reimagining of Panga World, and Panga World was one of the very first hacks I ever played, and oh my gosh, it destroyed me. It destroyed me, but it's got one of, in my opinion, the greatest levels ever made in SMW, and the biggest troll ever, in that in order to play it, you have to beat LinkDead Castle. But huge shout out to LinkDeadX2. So this is a reimagining of Panga World made by Morsel, and it's a very different vanilla style. And the difficulty in this hack lies more in like very strange foreign inputs that just they don't come as naturally. It's going to be a little more slow paced, a very precise hack, but it's very good if you like vanilla Kaizo such as Riff World, Dram World, Panga World. Definitely check it out. It's kind of a punishing speedrun, but it's a lot of fun. Anyways, so that's all I got to say to introduce it. And I guess I'm ready to take it from here whenever y'all are ready.
I guess I can give you the countdown then. Ready?
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
So there's cheese in this first level where I can skip over a pokey, and I stressed myself out quite a bit. Anytime I'm doing a big run like this, I stress myself out and practice so much. So it's slope speed dependent if you can get it. So I figured I'd let fate decide if this is going to be a good run or a bad run. So we're going to go for it and just hope we get lucky.
Relying on slow speed. That sounds like Takumi 5.
Right here. And I didn't get it.
That was slow. Yep, that was slow.
We got to get fast slope speed. And also, let me just say, in my opinion, this is one of the hardest levels in the game. It took me longer than any level except for the final level. There's that slope speed dependency.
I gotta say, that's real on par with how the first level of Panga World went for me too. The first level of Panga World is a very difficult level.
Let me tell you, LinkDead, or Morsel rather, he really captured LinkDead in a bottle in this entire hack. It is so perfect. Even LinkDead X2 has gone on record in saying that he was glad that he finally got to play Panga World blind.
What an experience playing Panga World blind is. One more try, come on.
I didn't get it.
That was close.
So I'm just gonna go for the regular strat because, yeah, I can't pray for slope speed dependency all night. There we go. Extremely precise jumps here. All right. We did it.
Nice. That first half, really tight. A lot of really tight jumps in there.
A lot of really tight stuff.
So this first trick where you have to feed the Yoshi and then spin jump on the bullets to capture the Yoshi is genius. And I think you'll see a lot of experiences or a lot of instances in this hack where Morsel takes very common vanilla things and makes them very foreign and interesting. And he's got just a very, they have a very creative way of putting levels together, which is unlike anybody else.
One of my favorite things that I thought about this was that it takes vanilla and, everyone, especially when chocolate Kaizo hacks started really becoming a huge thing, and people started saying that vanilla had nothing left to offer. This one, by the time I was done with it, I was like, man, everything feels so fresh in this hack. So this is very similar to the setup y'all saw in Bun Bun 2 earlier, and that I'm setting up these platforms. The difference is it's extremely specific, and if Mario touches the edge of the screen before he starts walking again, you die. So we barely got it.
Wow, that was actually really close. Good job.
All right, this is a quick one. I'm just going to do a quick secret exit here. We're going to get P-Speed, grab the key, do a quick key jump, and we're good.
That is the fastest split in the game.
All right, so I'm going to let Thirdwall take this one. Use his Takumi brain.
So this is a glitch palace. So what you have to do here is you got to get two Yoshis. So you get invisible Yoshi, jump on Yoshi, eat the shell, get hit with the hammer the Yoshi's tongue touches the shell, get on invisible Yoshi, grab the Yoshi, jump into the air so Yoshi doesn't phase through the ground. Then you can hold the shell while you're on Yoshi. When you go through the pipe, it hurts Yoshi, so Yoshi runs to the right and you throw the shell and you hit the turn block and then you go through the door. Here what you do, you eat the P-switch. Oh, come on. You eat the P-switch after you jump on it. Spit it out right away. You drop it and you make a fish, and the fish will hit Yoshi, and Yoshi will run, and then you just have to get on him and hop on him, and that's the whole level.
Yeah.
Good lord, this level.
Oh my God.
This level. No, the floor. There it is.
Yeah. So y'all are gonna learn where baby sheeps come from.
Yeah. This is how flopping fish get born, actually.
All right, there we go. Let's get out of here.
So the level that this is based on also has some obscure stuff in it, but man, not nearly as obscure as this level.
I was so confused the first time I played this. There you go. There's the fish.
There you go. I feel like I'm the only person who played this level and wasn't confused. I think I got it like right away, but I also played the inspirations for this level. Nice yump. I don't know how you managed to kill both horses.
All right, and this level is a play off of the Treetop Sprint from Panga World, and it's the reason that I hold my controller the way I do to this day. In order to beat this level, I had to change the way that I hold controllers, and I still use the same... Oh my god, I screwed up. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine. But this was really the first roadblock for a lot of players in this game. Sorry, I have to count there.
It's the first roadblock unless you count level 1, which is also the first roadblock.
Yeah.
This hack has a few. This is also the first section that is significantly harder in this game than it is in Panga World.
This jump onto this stump makes me so angry.
This section is just brutal, and having to do it over and over again to learn the next section is incredibly rough.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 long sections. So basically, I have to feed Yoshi, but he can only eat once, so he can't eat until the end of the section. And even just getting these Yoshi wings while feeding is way more precise than it should be. So for this, I'm going to be using something called spin storage to get through that block, and then I use the tongue to cancel my flight to pull me back down again.
You gotta just jump and hit the Koopas. Easy peasy. Man, that was really impressive. Oh, that section is so hard.
That strat, when I came up with that, I felt very proud.
This is one of my favorite sections of the game.
This is also the only level in the game with the co-creator. Freaking Ha actually designed the entire second half.
So the gimmick of this first half is you get the star so you can run through the section, and then you have to not kill these Koopas because you're going to feed them to a Yoshi that you get later in the section. Oh, man.
So
That's a
my
shame.
D-pad, the left taps don't work. So y'all will hear me complain about that again when I get to the cape level. For some reason, I have to really ram the D-pad when I tap left.
When I think of creativity in vanilla level design, this level is one of the first ones that comes to mind. This is incredibly creative use of assets, and it's just really, really a cool section. Oof,
I
that was
missed
scary.
early cycle.
That's fine.
All right, out of there.
Nice.
Woo! I almost died there.
That bullet. So in Panga World, there's a similar bullet that you can also jump out to avoid, but everybody chooses to do a 2-frame. I don't
All
know
right,
why.
we're gonna try not to get freaking hard here.
This is the tightest green bean section.
Oh!
Oh god, that's a shame.
All right, we're gonna try and do my one cycle strat through there. I can basically, once I get to the second green bean, I can just bounce all the way through. I'll try and set it up.
This is why you don't eat green beans when you're drinking Mountain Dew.
Dang it.
Man, tough.
Yeah, so that second block to hit is incredibly tight.
Yeah, there's very little room for error there.
So basically what I do is before I go through, I do a slight pull left to swing out the disco shell. There we go. Like that. Ah, I missed it. All right, we'll take our time.
Slow
Just
and
gotta get through.
Just like in Panga World, after this section there is a boss, but there is no checkpoint before the boss, so you have to beat the section and the boss without dying.
Yes. There we go.
Nice.
I tried to go for it. I was actually lined up perfectly, and I was just late on my forward input.
It's just a really hard jump with that green bean. Green beans, another totally not jank sprite in SMW.
There we go.
Nice.
Alright, I have a visual cue pixel to stand on for that. Alright, we're in there.
Okay, quick Reznor. The first few hits in this Reznor aren't bad. The last hit is really tough.
Yeah, the last hit is terrible. You gotta get it kind of on the side like that.
Abusing the awful hitboxes that are the platforms.
Yeah, when
of
you
Reznor.
jump into the platform, you actually go much higher than just the bottom of the platform. And so if you're anywhere near the spikes, even if the platform is well below, you'll still hit the spikes.
Yeah, Munoz. Who would run Casio? Come on.
Crazy.
Medical
person.
examination. I wonder what that entails.
All right, so in this level, I actually discovered some cheese where I can keep the cape that you get at the end of this section, but it requires yump while you're floating on the cape, and it's really hard to get a yump when you're floating down slowly. This jump's really precise.
That's a really tight jump.
So it's right here. And so I have to make a little staircase up, and then I have to do a yump at the bottom to jump onto one of my stairs. And if I get it, then I can cheese the next section. Oh, we got it!
Nice. Unbelievable, Spud. Just gotta get up.
Ah! No! No!
No, no.
I even thought about that. Thought about that.
What
I
a
was like,
shame.
oh, I missed one of the coins.
Surely you'll get it again. Surely.
Surely. I get it like 10% of the time, so that was about as lucky as I could get.
That was heartbreaking.
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
I
really
saw when
wanted
you were.
to
I
pull
saw it
that
happen when you went down. I was like, I don't know if you noticed, but this is gonna be a little harder.
off. Yeah, there wasn't anything I could do about it at that point.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try again.
Yeah. One more try. It's a really cool skip if you can get it.
Oh.
That's all right.
Oh well. Oh well.
Second half is still fun.
Yes.
It's probably one of my favorite descending levels ever made in SMW.
Yeah. It's a pretty. These footballs here are my nemesis. Hopefully, I can get through them. Okay, we're good.
There's no fast way to do those footballs. You just have to kind of go through as steady as you can.
All right.
Cool uses of dolphins.
There's actually, I think that's supposed to be a shell jump, but it's a lot easier to just go up and bop it like that. All right. All right, and just like that, we are through.
Nice. So if you're too close to that last turn block, you can just not activate it, and the shell will just bounce off of it and go into the water.
Oh man,
Nice
I can't
job,
believe
Spud.
I ruined that cheese.
That's
I
all
was
right.
so excited. I knew jumping up, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to like squeeze in a one tile gap. But all right, shout outs to Big Ice Moles.
Only Morsel could take ice moles and make it a fun level.
Yeah, LinkedIn tried.
Good attempt, LinkedIn.
Oof.
Oof, that was close. Oh,
Yeah, so it's really hard to do that because if the disco shell bounces off the wall there, you can just end up with a bad disco. There we go. This is the only hard jump, and we got it first try.
nice.
The rest of this is pretty free, which means that's probably what I'll screw up.
Oh no. Oh no, Spud.
Can I save it? Nope. Despawn.
Yeah, he's gone.
I could have saved that if I could have got that mole back on screen. Because to be honest, I'm not even sure what's intended here at this Rex at the end. Because the way I do it, it's so free.
It does
don't
that.
think
That
so.
obstacle always did feel a little out of place to me in this level.
Twice!
Oh my God, Spud.
Sorry, headphones users.
This wouldn't be a Spud run if you weren't yelling at some point.
All right, let's get out of here.
The second
this is
half of this level.
actually probably one of my least favorite sections. It's kind of meh to me, but it's still cool. It just compared to the other sections, I don't think it's as good.
Nice.
Bunch of Kaizo blocks right there, so you got to hit that dude real low. There are a lot of Kaizo blocks in this. I don't think I've hit one yet, but there's a lot of them.
So the second half of this level actually has some inspiration from a different level in Panga World, which I think was pretty cool. The slide at the end reminds me a lot of the water level in Panga World.
Yes.
Morsel did something much more evil
Yes,
in the
with
water
the
level
vines.
than the vines. Yeah, so here you have to make sure you're not holding up or down when you get to those vines, or else you'll grab them and it'll slow Mario down.
Yeah, it's
which
very
is
cool.
very similar to the fast swimming in Panga World at the end of Dolphin Hideout. But man, Dolphin Hideout got a nasty reboot in this hack. It is brutal.
So those Koopa paratroopers at the end actually fly at random heights. And sometimes you can just die at the end, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I want to say that's another callback to Panga World. That death also exists in Panga World.
All right, so this is where things get really difficult. The second half of this is really, really tough, but it's also, when I played through, it was my favorite part of this entire game. And it's a water section. Probably my favorite water section ever, with a really cool gimmick. And it's for that reason that I decided we should just skip it and forget all about the gimmick involved in the level.
I skipped it on my first playthrough because, dear God, this section is so brutal. I was so mad.
hard.
I was so mad this whole time playing this level blind. The cheese does make the speedrun a lot more tenable, though.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
The dolphins tried to heck me up there.
Those are RNG dolphins.
All right, so there's a current here, and you're supposed to take this shell, and you're supposed to, there's a Koopa in it. You're supposed to bop the Koopa on each of those blocks. But we're just going to ditch them, and I'm going to take this shell all the way to the end, and we're just going to power our way through.
Later, Koopa.
But yeah, really punishing section, but I thought it was so cool. Oops.
Doing this the intended way is so difficult. Dealing with the current and switching from item swimming to getting the shell on top of the turn blocks or the question blocks and hitting it, it's just so hard.
Yeah, the current makes everything so much more difficult. Picking up this shell is even difficult. But the cheese at the end of this section is also very precise. It's really hard to do with the current.
Yeah, basically you have to drop the shell here, you have to bop it from the right side, but you have to do it at a specific distance away, so you do it at the right time so it bops back on the right one, and you can get this P-switch without having to have the Koopa.
Cool. We got it first try.
Yeah, nice. Which is very difficult, and it still took me freaking forever to beat this level the first time, but really cool in the speedrun.
All right, now we're going into the new Link Dead Castle, which Link Dead Castle took me forever. When I started Link Dead Castle, I didn't even know how to slow down the cape.
Link Dead Castle is still to this day the longest I've spent in a single level, if you don't count Kaizo 3 Bowser.
Yeah,
I felt like this was hard, really difficult, but I think nowhere near as difficult as the original Link Dead Castle.
So that's what I've said, and people tell me I'm crazy for saying that, and I don't know why.
I hate to agree with you, Spud, but I think I agree with you on this time.
Okay, I'm jumping the gun on my pumps a little bit. But yeah, there is, just like in Link Dead Castle, it comes down to just nailing the sticky fly at the end. And the sticky fly is a strange setup. And if you do it the intended way, it doesn't work.
It works.
It doesn't work.
It totally
Go ask
works.
Noble Tofu if it works.
Oh man, when I was running this game, I always did it the intended way, and I generally got it within a try or two.
Nah.
It's so so it's set up in a way.
I mean, I could get it in
It's set up in a way that the way you have to do the sticky fly is it's facing the wrong direction, one, and you have to turn around by hitting this fish, and then you immediately fly to the left. So timing it the intended way is way harder, and I should have never done it that way, but it totally works. It's just insanely harder.
I said it doesn't work. It's inconsistent.
It is inconsistent.
And this level is so long, doing this slow fly, that dying on it once is just heartbreaking. Dying on it 3 times.
This is the run killer. I would say this is the run killer.
Yeah, just like Panga World, yet again, he nailed it.
Yeah. Desi, 23 hours was my Link Dead Castle final time.
Yeah.
Those pencils can be annoying too.
Yeah, they have their own gravitational pull, and they just suck you in. All right, so I do it a little different.
Yo, nice fast strat through the thwomp there. Do you still use the fish to turn you around? Good.
I use it to turn me around, but I don't go directly into a dive.
Oh, that extra pump is very clever. I should have done that.
I do the extra pump, that way I can set up the sticky fly rather than hoping and praying.
I just hoped and prayed. That's why you're running and I'm not.
So this is just like in Panga World, this section's way more fun. Oops. And it relies a lot more on spinning than regular flight. Nice save. And we got the bad frame.
Ugh. Yeah, it's just bad luck. So in Link Dead's Castle, you're actually going up in the second half, and this one you're going down, which I think is kind of a cool twist on it.
Do a little pause there. It sets it up, because sometimes you just get bad floats. Cape floats can be kind of finicky, and if you need to drop to get onto a platform, it's just easier sometimes. So I do that super fast now. You
Nice,
just
I like
go
that.
for it.
One last fly. Easy. Amethyst, you were miserable playing Link Dead's Castle. So was everybody else that's ever played it.
Yeah, it's such a punishing level, especially like if you've played a ton of Cape stuff, if you've played through Volpe's Friend or Senpai or Kuso, any of that, you'll probably be fine. If you're learning, it is a beginner's trap. It's the worst.
At least he puts Dolphin Hideout before it, so you realize what you're getting into a little bit before you get there.
All right, so this level has my favorite section, and this jump right here is the single worst jump in the entire game.
I don't know why he made this jump so tight.
This jump is so obnoxious.
I hate this jump too. You have to spin jump through it, and you're a 2-tile high man spin jumping through a 2-tile high hole. It's awful.
Oh!
This level has a lot of really tight jumps in it. I think this is one of the ones that's significantly harder than what's in Panga World.
This first section definitely, compared to the section in Panga World, I really love the second section of this level.
Oh yeah, the second half of this level is very creative.
Like the movement and stuff, how he makes you kind of dance around with your fireballs at the end so you don't destroy sprites and stuff. I thought it was really creative, really fresh, and fun.
Fire Flower is one of the most underutilized power-ups, I feel like, in Kaizo. I think there's a lot of stuff you could do with it.
That jump is also hard. Once we get through that, though, the rest is pretty easy. It's got an extremely lenient star timer. You can't duck jump because there's Kaizas in the next spot, and it'll screw you over.
Yeah, there's a hidden block.
You have to do it as a 2-tile man. Also, your fireballs can kill that fish. It's just, like, this game is extremely subtle in a lot of the difficult stuff. It's like, it might not look that bad, but when you try and actually do it, it's really hard.
There's a fun glitch at the start of this level, too, that I got a bunch of times on my blind playthrough, where if you grab the block on the same frame that you... the same frame that you grab the fire flower, the block just poofs. It's gone. Thank you, Spud. That was very timely.
You're welcome.
Right on cue.
We just had to demonstrate that real quick.
It's funny. The glitches in this game are top notch. I am definitely a glitch aficionado, though.
All right, let's get out of this section real quick.
Get to the fun half.
Yeah, this happens. So I'm gonna be doing a little star run here on the most lenient star timer ever.
Yeah, you could really just hang out in this half. He made these giant jumps really annoying, though.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna chill, let my star run out. Alright, so this section's actually really cool. We're gonna be utilizing the flower a lot, really tight jumping.
Also abusing the weird physics of grabbing springs there.
Yeah.
This jump.
And this jump.
Oh my god. There's just some really tight jumps in this level. But then again, this section at the end where you have to like abuse the fire flower and not kill your shell and kill all the enemies is very cool. Very creative
moving
level.
the shell around. Yeah, really cool section.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite section probably in the entire game. Alright, so secret exit. So in Panga World, you had to use the switch. Oh my god. Oh, we saved it!
How did you save that?
I have no idea. And we ruined it.
I think that was some spud luck.
Yeah, but you had to get the Kaizo block in Panga World. So he kept the themes all the same, but he changed them enough to make it really cool. So it's not like a copy, and it doesn't feel like a copy, but it's like all of it oozes Panga World.
This half of this level is really fun. The normal exit of this level is absolutely torturous.
Yeah, the normal section is probably my least favorite. Was close.
Oh
We
my
got
god,
lucky.
Spud.
We got lucky.
I like that cheeky disco shell at the end.
Yeah. All right. So you can have fun explaining this one too.
All right, so back to another glitch palace. So this palace starts out simple enough. You start by jumping off a spring, grabbing another spring, grabbing a third spring, eating the spring with Yoshi, dropping it over here, respawning the first spring, eating it again with Yoshi. Then you have to do a Yoshi spring jump. And then Spud's gonna do, I think, the fast strat in this level, which he eats the mushroom early. And then there's some more shenanigans with Invisible Yoshi where you have to actually stop a Yoshi on the right side, despawn him, get up to the Invisible Yoshi with the Goomba. It's just a lot of shenanigans in this level. So you stop the Yoshi, grab him,
come over
set
here.
him over there.
You can't despawn this dude. Respawn the Yoshi.
Then respawn, then the top one's invisible, jump up, grab the invisible, go over to the normal Yoshi, then ditch, and then go through the door. Then this jump is just ridiculously tight to get up to the switch. Yo, first try. Nice.
Yo. So yeah, in the original version from Panga World, it all revolved around despawning and respawning the enemies, and everything's always like a few pixels away from despawning, and I always loved the idea. It's something that I never got until I played it, and it's like I was saying earlier, something you don't realize when you're watching, but when you're playing it, you just never knew that it was a thing. And So I thought it was such a awesome way that he set that up to make it feel the same. But then he goes ahead and throws in another double Yoshi glitch. This is going to be a Chuck escort. I already finished it while I was blabbering.
You just have to time this P-switch so the Chuck is in between the two blocks so he doesn't fly up and you can't do anything about it.
All right, so I changed the strat in this. So now I do it with a shell jump because that way I don't have to time out floats on these bullets as much. And then I just use damage boost at the end.
This fight is so much harder than it looks like. Timing out all the hits, making sure you don't die at the very end there. It's very difficult.
Yeah, so that's definitely not the intended way, but that gives me a hit immediately when the boost spawns, and then it gives me all of that time of damage boost at the end. All right, so this is based on one of my all-time favorite levels, and it is really good as well. So basically, you start with 20 seconds, I think, and the entire time I'm trying to feed Yoshi green shells, or green berries, because they give you time.
It's a little too close to the wall. The level that this is based off of is unbelievably fun, especially because there's a bunch of different ways to cheese it and do it faster. It's probably the best level in the speedrun of Panga World.
Oh no, we're dead. Yeah, I actually...
eating those two berries always gives me trouble.
I came up with a strat to skip 2 berries based on previously existing strat to skip 1 berry. And yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite levels. And I think that's a pretty general consensus in the community. It's proof that Eldad can make a level that consists of more than Muncher and slope tiles.
I've played it, but I'm still not convinced.
All right, so you get 30 coins and you hit a star block. Ooh, I barely saved that. You hit a star block and it will give you a 1-up instead of a coin. So we had to collect all the coins. Now we're going to get some P-speed here.
Another vanilla mechanic that you very rarely see is star blocks.
And I just recently switched up this strat at the end to take out this Chuck immediately and just like coast to victory.
Nice.
Do a little turn back there to set up the pipe, and we're good.
What a rude pipe. God, that pipe killed me the first time.
Yeah, you're like 1 pixel too low when you get onto it and jump off, and so you don't make the jump by like a pixel. All right, this level is difficult. So, this level's killed a bunch of my runs. Oh my gosh, House of Foss as well was incredibly difficult. They're both extremely precise and 7 rooms long.
That Ninja's hitbox just never exists sometimes. Like
I know.
He can be like a pixel above landing with Mario on that platform and he still won't hurt you.
Double sprite.
Ugh. Yeah, this level's really hard. Specifically, room 5, which is the same room in Panga World. That's the difficult level.
Yeah.
The difficult room with the difficulty spike. This has its own difficulty spike.
Yeah, I actually did come up with a new strat for that room that's way better. It's way more consistent. I have a good visual cue for it too. So yeah, I scienced this level pretty good.
Avoiding double sprite as a death is very on brand for Morsel. I just want to say that.
Yeah, that's funny because that's like this whole room. You just double sprite all over the place. It's built into the design. That's the obstacle. Don't double sprite.
That was close.
All right, I do a spin jump here for a buffer to tell me when to run.
It's another place that I just prayed.
Yeah. Well, that's how I did it before until it started killing my runs. All right. So I used to dip here, but I found if I just do it like this and then do a pullback, it works every time.
Oh, that's way better.
Way better.
Well, that's so much better than what I did. All right,
Here's
that's just
just a
the
visual
stress
cue.
room. Nice.
All right, we're gonna get flight, and we're not gonna screw this up. All right, I'm gonna take a death just to make sure we get the right RNG. All right, in there.
Nice. It's a simple Wendy fight where you can't lose flight. Oh, I like that strat for the last hit.
Going on into the wall like that? I
Yeah.
just came up with that.
Very clever. GG, Spud. That was a really great run.
Yo,
That was
we
so
did
much
it.
fun.
Yeah, I love this game. If you're at all into Vanilla Kaizo, I would highly recommend it. Play Panga World, then play this.
Just play
they're-
Vanilla Kaizo, people.
Yes. Rift 2 is on its way out. Play Rift 1, play Rift 2, play the Panga World games. I love all the chocolate Kaizos as well, but there's so much to be said for this style of ROM hack. And there's so much to learn through playing these types of ROM hacks. But yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me, Spud. That was a good time.
Yo, Thirdwall. Huge shout out to Thirdwall. He's one of my good friends. I spent almost the entirety of GDQ hanging out with Thirdwall in the practice room. And I'm very honored that he came and did commentary for me. He's an extremely good speedrunner, and he's actually speedran all of these morsel hacks that y'all saw tonight. Also, Casio most recently. Definitely check out his stream at twitch.tv.thirdwall or /thirdwall. And also, huge thanks to the ROM Hack Races channel for having me. And please donate to Direct Relief. It's a great cause. And I just feel honored to be here. Thank you, LinkDead and Morsel, and all of the Kaizo community. Really, really great fun event. And holy cow, some of these runs today were out of control. And I'm definitely going to be checking out some of these other communities. The DKC2 ROM hack was phenomenal. The Monkey Ball, all that stuff. And I'm super excited for some of this stuff tomorrow. It's going to be freaking amazing. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. Thank you so much for having me, guys. And I am, I guess, saying peace out.
All right. Thanks so much, Spud. That was an absolutely fantastic run.
All right.
And Thirdwall as well. Thanks for commentating again.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Hey, me too.